Welcome to your Gemini daily horoscope for April 21, 2025. Today holds a powerful energetic signature for you, dear Gemini, as we find ourselves in the final stretch before your solar season begins. Let me guide you through what the cosmos has in store for you on this significant day. As we look at the celestial canvas, the sun continues its journey through steady Taurus, illuminating your 12th house of subconscious patterns, spiritual connection, and behind-the-scenes work. This placement creates a contemplative atmosphere for you, Gemini, quite different from your typically outgoing and socially dynamic energy. The 12th house represents the closing chapter of your personal astrological year, making this a powerful time for reflection, release, and preparation for your upcoming birthday season. Mercury, your ruling planet, is currently in the early degrees of Taurus, bringing a more methodical quality to your usually quick-moving thoughts. Your mind may be working at a different pace today, slower, more deliberate, but with remarkable thoroughness. This planetary position supports deep thinking and careful planning, rather than your usual rapid-fire ideation. You might find yourself drawn to practical matters that require sustained attention, something that doesn't always come naturally to your adaptable air sign energy. Adding another layer to today's cosmic weather, Venus is dancing through fiery Aries in your 11th house of friendships, social networks, and future aspirations. This creates an interesting dynamic where your social connections feel energized and passionate, even while part of you is being called toward solitude and inner work. Some Geminis may find themselves torn between the desire to connect with friends and the equally strong pull toward private contemplation. The moon today graces Leo, activating your 3rd house of communication, learning, and immediate environment. This lunar placement harmonizes beautifully with your natural Gemini gifts, enhancing your already considerable communication skills and adding a warm, charismatic quality to your expression. Your words carry extra weight and magnetism. Today, use them wisely. In matters of the heart, today presents a fascinating blend of energies. For coupled Geminis, the combination of introspective 12th house solar energy and the expressive Leo moon creates conditions for meaningful emotional conversations. You might find yourself discussing deeper subjects than usual with your partner, perhaps touching on spiritual matters or shared dreams for the future. There's a tender vulnerability available to you today that can strengthen intimate bonds if you're willing to open up. Single Geminis might feel a curious mix of social butterfly energy and hermit-like tendencies. While part of you wants to mingle and connect, another part craves meaningful one-on-one interaction or even solitude. The most promising romantic connections today would be with someone who respects your need for both space and attention, perhaps someone who engages your intellectual curiosity while also honoring your emotional depth. Your career sector receives interesting planetary attention today. With the sun in your 12th house, your most important professional work may be happening behind the scenes. Research, planning, and preparation are favored over high-visibility actions. Some Geminis might be working on projects that aren't quite ready to be revealed to the world. Trust this process. The foundations you're laying now will become evident when the sun enters your sign next month. Mars in disciplined Capricorn is activating your 8th house of shared resources, transformation, and intimacy. This placement brings focused energy to financial matters involving others' taxes, investments, loans, or shared assets with partners. You might find yourself needing to have serious conversations about money today, and the good news is that your communication skills are enhanced by the Leo moon. Just be mindful that discussions about shared resources remain constructive rather than devolving into power struggles. Financially, today calls for a balanced approach. While the practical Taurus influence supports careful money management, there might be a temptation toward impulse purchases or social spending with Venus in Aries. The wisest course involves planning for future financial needs while allowing small indulgences that feed your soul. Health-wise, the 12th house solar transit highlights the need for adequate rest and recovery. Gemini rules the lungs, shoulders, arms, and nervous system, all of which might require extra attention today. Breathing exercises would be particularly beneficial, as would gentle movement that releases tension from your upper body. Your energy might fluctuate throughout the day, so honor your natural rhythms rather than pushing through fatigue. The 12th house is also connected to the immune system, and the feet consider supportive footwear if you'll be standing for extended periods, and perhaps add immune-supporting herbs or supplements to your routine. With the Leo moon activating your 3rd house, mental overstimulation could be a concern. Balance information intake with quiet moments to process and integrate what you're learning. Spiritually, today offers profound potential for growth. The 12th house is the most mystical sector of the zodiac wheel, associated with meditation, dreams, intuition, and connection to something greater than yourself. You might experience heightened sensitivity to energies around you, meaningful coincidences, or vivid dreams that offer guidance. Keep a journal nearby to record insights that emerge from your subconscious. They contain valuable wisdom. Creative projects receive cosmic support today, particularly those involving writing, communication, or teaching thanks to that expressive Leo moon in your 3rd house. Your imagination is enhanced by the 12th house solar placement, giving you access to inspiration that seems to flow from a source beyond your conscious mind. Artistic Geminis might experience a breakthrough on projects that have previously felt stuck. Looking at challenging aspects, be aware that Neptune in Aries forms a somewhat tense angle to today's Leo moon. This could manifest as confusion in communications or misunderstandings with siblings, neighbors, or classmates. Double-check important details before proceeding with plans, and don't assume others have received your message clearly. Verification is key. Your lucky numbers today are 3, 12, and 21. Keep an eye out for how these might appear in your day. The color indigo resonates with your energy today, supporting both your intuition and communication abilities. If you work with crystals, amethyst and clear quartz would be particularly supportive companions. As we conclude your horoscope for April 21, 2025, remember that this day represents an important phase in your annual solar cycle. The introspection and inner work you engage in now prepares the way for the more active, visible period that will begin when the sun enters Gemini. Honor the quieter energies of this time. The insights you gain now will inform your choices in the exciting months ahead. Trust your natural Gemini adaptability to navigate today's complex energies. Your gift for seeing multiple perspectives serves you well as you balance social connections with personal reflection, practical planning with intuitive guidance. The versatility that is your birthright allows you to dance between these seemingly contradictory energies with grace and wisdom. Remember, dear Gemini, that even in periods of contemplation, your brilliant mind continues to work its magic, making connections and generating insights that will serve you well when it's time to emerge again into the spotlight. This is not a time of stagnation, but of important inner preparation for your next chapter. May the stars light your way forward with clarity and purpose. April 21st, 2025, presents a fascinating celestial configuration for Gemini natives. On this day, your ruling planet Mercury finds itself in Taurus, creating an interesting dynamic between your natural air energy and the grounding force of this earth sign. Mercury in Taurus slows down your typically rapid thought processes, allowing for more methodical and practical thinking. This position encourages you to translate your brilliant ideas into tangible results, particularly in financial planning and resource management. The Sun is positioned at the final degrees of Aries, just days away from entering Taurus. This late Aries Sun is activating your 11th house of social networks, aspirations, and collective endeavors. There's a final surge of fiery energy helping you connect with groups and organizations that align with your long-term vision. The Sun's position forms a harmonious sextile to your sign, providing positive momentum for your communication projects and intellectual pursuits. Moon transits through Cáncer on this day, moving through your 2nd house of personal resources and values. This emotional luminary is heightening your intuition around financial matters and self-worth. The Cancer moon forms a trine to Neptune in Pisces in your 10th house, potentially bringing inspired career insights or creating opportunities where your empathetic approach is recognized by authority figures. Venus, positioned in Gemini itself, blesses you with enhanced charm, verbal eloquence, and aesthetic appeal. This is a period where your words carry extra persuasiveness, and your social graces are at their peak. Venus in your first house makes you particularly attractive to others, both romantically and in professional contexts. The planet of beauty and harmony in your sign helps you project a more polished and appealing image. Mars is traveling through Aquarius, activating your 9th house of higher learning, philosophical exploration, and long-distance travel. This creates a dynamic energy pushing you toward intellectual expansion and broadening your horizons. The Aquarian influence of Mars resonates well with your air sign nature, fueling innovative thinking and unconventional approaches to problems. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, is positioned in Gemini as well, continuing its year-long transit through your sign. This is particularly significant as Jupiter only visits your sign once every 12 years. Jupiter in Gemini amplifies your natural curiosity, verbal abilities, and intellectual pursuits. On this specific day, Jupiter forms a challenging square to Neptune, which may create some tension between your optimistic plans and the reality of professional situations. Saturn continues its journey through Pisces in your 10th house of career and public reputation. This long-term transit is restructuring your professional identity and calling for greater discipline in how you present yourself to the world. On April 21st, Saturn forms a supportive sextile to the Sun, providing opportunities to bridge your social connections with career advancement. Uranus in Gemini is another significant position, as this slow-moving planet brings revolutionary energy to your identity and self-expression. Positioned close to Jupiter, there's an amplification of unexpected opportunities and surprising personal revelations. This Uranus placement suggests you're in a multi-year period of reinventing yourself and breaking free from outdated self-concepts. Neptune continues its lengthy voyage through Pisces in your career sector, dissolving old professional structures and bringing more creativity and compassion to your work life. The Neptune moon trine on this day creates a window where intuitive insights about your career path may emerge through dreams or quiet reflection. Pluto, now firmly established in Aquarius, is transforming your 9th house of belief systems and higher education. This generational planet is pushing you to delve deeper into philosophical questions and transform how you understand the world. On April 21st, Pluto forms a supportive trine to your ruling planet Mercury, facilitating profound insights and potentially life-changing conversations. The North Node in Aries continues to guide your evolutionary path toward greater authenticity in your social circles and group endeavors. This nodal position encourages you to take leadership in community activities and to align yourself with causes that spark your passion. The overall planetary picture for Gemini on April 21st, 2025, indicates a day where your communication abilities are enhanced by multiple factors, but there's also a strong pull toward practical application of your ideas. With both Jupiter and Uranus in your sign, and Venus adding its blessing, this is a day where your natural Gemini traits are both amplified and refined. On April 21, 2025, Gemini natives will experience a particularly fascinating day for communication and self-expression. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Aquarius, your mental acuity reaches impressive heights. This planetary configuration creates an exceptional window for intellectual expansion and verbal eloquence. Your words carry unusual weight and resonance today, making it an ideal time to present ideas, pitch projects, or engage in meaningful discussions. The Mercury-Jupiter trine amplifies your natural gift for communication, allowing you to articulate complex concepts with remarkable clarity and persuasive power. This isn't just about talking more, it's about communicating with greater purpose and impact. People are notably more receptive to your perspective today, creating fertile ground for productive exchanges. The cosmic energy enhances your ability to bridge gaps between different viewpoints, positioning you as an effective mediator in both professional and personal spheres. With the moon in Leo during the morning hours, there's an added layer of warmth and charisma to your expression. This lunar position encourages you to speak from the heart and infuse your communications with authentic passion. As the day progresses, notice how your verbal delivery becomes more confident and magnetic. This is not the day to remain silent about matters of importance. Mercury's approaching sextile to Pluto also deepens your perceptive abilities, enabling you to read between the lines in conversations and detect underlying motivations. This aspect grants you unusual psychological insight, allowing you to address the real issues beneath surface-level discussions. Your words can be genuinely transformative today, helping others see situations from entirely new angles. This planetary pattern particularly favors digital communications. Emails, texts, and social media posts created today have a special resonance and staying power. If you've been hesitating to express yourself online, this cosmic configuration provides supportive energy for meaningful virtual connections. Venus in Gemini further enhances your charm and diplomatic skill, making difficult conversations significantly easier to navigate. This positioning helps you find the perfect balance between honesty and tact, allowing you to address sensitive subjects without creating unnecessary tension. For Geminis working in media, writing, teaching, or any communication-centric field, April 21st marks a day of exceptional creative flow and mental clarity. Ideas that have been percolating in your subconscious may suddenly crystallize into coherent concepts ready for expression. The sixth house activation through today's planetary aspects particularly benefits collaborative communication efforts. Teamwork becomes more fluid as you naturally sync with others' communication styles and effectively bridge different perspectives. For Geminis, who typically struggle with focus, today's energy provides a welcome anchor for your thoughts, allowing you to maintain concentration on important conversations without your mind constantly darting between topics. This temporary stabilization of your typically mercurial thinking pattern enables deeper dialogue. However, be mindful of the Saturn square forming in the afternoon. This aspect introduces a need for communicative discipline. While your words flow easily today, Saturn reminds you to consider the long-term impact of what you share. This isn't about self-censorship, but rather about strategic communication, understanding which truths serve the greater good when expressed, and which might need more careful timing. Technology particularly favors your expression today. Consider recording voice notes, creating video content, or engaging in video calls for maximum impact. Your digital charisma is especially potent under this celestial configuration. For Geminis who have been experiencing communication blocks or writer's block, April 21st offers a significant breakthrough. The mental fog lifts, allowing thoughts to flow with renewed clarity and purpose. This is an excellent day to revisit abandoned writing projects or difficult conversations that you've been postponing. The Mercury-Neptune aspect later in the day adds a touch of poetic inspiration to your communication style. Your words carry an unusual beauty and emotional resonance, making this an excellent time for creative writing, heartfelt discussions, or expressions of care and affection. This Neptune influence helps you connect emotionally with others through your words, bridging the gap between intellectual expression and emotional resonance. Pay special attention to dreams and intuitive insights in the morning hours. They contain valuable information that can inform your communications throughout the day. Your subconscious mind is particularly active, providing creative solutions and novel approaches to expressing complex ideas. For Geminis in educational pursuits, this is an exceptional day for presentations, exams, or important academic discussions. Your ability to organize and articulate your thoughts reaches a peak, allowing you to demonstrate your knowledge with impressive clarity. If you've been considering launching a blog, podcast, or other communication platform, April 21st provides supportive energy for these initiatives. New communication projects started today benefit from a special cosmic momentum that helps them gain traction more rapidly than usual. Remember that listening becomes as important as speaking today. With your enhanced perceptive abilities, you gain valuable insights by allowing others to express themselves fully before responding. This balanced approach to communication, equal parts expression and reception, creates the most productive exchanges under today's planetary influences. For Geminis in romantic relationships, this is a day when heart-to-heart conversations can lead to significant breakthroughs in understanding. Difficult topics that have previously created tension can now be addressed with greater empathy and clarity, paving the way for deeper connection. The day's energy especially supports communication across differences, whether generational, cultural, or ideological. Your natural ability to see multiple perspectives is enhanced, allowing you to build bridges where others might encounter barriers. April 21, 2025 presents a fascinating financial landscape for you, Gemini. With the Sun firmly in Taurus activating your 12th house of hidden matters, financial opportunities may emerge from unexpected or previously overlooked sources. This is not a day for obvious monetary gains, but rather for discovering value in places you hadn't considered before. Pay special attention to passive income streams that have been developing quietly in the background. These may suddenly show promising returns. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a significant trine with Jupiter on this date, creating an expansive energy around financial communications. Expect important conversations that could lead to monetary gains through networking or information exchange. Your natural communicative abilities are particularly magnetized toward financial opportunity today. Venus, positioned in early Gemini, creates a personal financial glow, making it an excellent time for salary negotiations, asking for raises, or presenting your value proposition to clients or employers. Your words carry extra persuasive weight when discussing money matters today. The moon's transit through Libra activates your 5th house of speculation and risk, forming a harmonious air trine with your Gemini energy. This alignment supports calculated financial risks, particularly in creative ventures or side projects that align with your personal interests. Mars in Pisces forms a challenging square to your sign, indicating that while opportunities exist, they may require quick, decisive action that feels somewhat uncomfortable. You might need to push beyond your comfort zone to secure a financial advantage. Be mindful of impulsive spending or investment decisions, especially between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. when lunar aspects intensify this energy. Your financial instincts are heightened between 10 a.m. and noon, making this the optimal window for important money decisions or meetings. Jupiter's position in Cáncer continues to influence your 2nd house of earned income and self-worth, suggesting that long-term financial growth is connected to emotional security and creating value for others. Today's aspects activate this ongoing transit in particularly favorable ways. Financial opportunities may emerge through educational pursuits, publishing, media, or international connections. Keep communications channels open with contacts in distant locations or from different cultural backgrounds. An unexpected message could contain profitable information. Digital currencies and technology-related investments receive favorable aspects today, particularly those connected to communication platforms or information services areas where Gemini naturally excels. Financial partnerships show promise, with the potential for a mutually beneficial arrangement that leverages your intellectual assets and another's resources. Look for complementary skill sets when considering collaborative ventures. Your financial intuition merges beautifully with logical analysis today, creating a powerful decision-making combination. Trust your initial instinct about a money matter, then verify with careful research. The day's energy supports both approaches. Household expenses may need attention, as Neptune's position suggests potential confusion around shared resources or domestic budgets. Double-check bills and clarify financial responsibilities within the home to avoid unnecessary leakage of resources. Saturn's stabilizing influence in Aries actually benefits your financial networking sector, indicating that structured, disciplined approaches to professional connections could yield long-term monetary benefits. Today's a good day to organize your financial contacts and create systematic outreach plans. Pluto's transformative energy touches your sector of investments and shared resources, suggesting that profound changes in your approach to debt, taxes, or joint finances could unlock significant value. Consider restructuring arrangements that no longer serve your growth. Avoid scattered financial focus. Today, the Gemini tendency toward multiple simultaneous pursuits could dilute your effectiveness. Instead, target one or two specific financial opportunities and pursue them with concentrated effort for maximum returns. April 21st, 2025 opens particularly propitious pathways for Gemini natives, with several celestial bodies aligning to create pockets of opportunity in specific life domains. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter in the communication sector, your natural eloquence receives a significant boost. This planetary configuration amplifies your persuasive abilities, making this an exceptionally fortunate day for negotiations, important conversations, and any situation where winning others to your perspective matters. The cosmic energy supports intellectual pursuits remarkably well, particularly those involving writing, teaching, or public speaking engagements. If you've been considering launching a blog, podcast, or educational initiative, the universe provides substantial tailwind today. Mercury's position also enhances your capacity to absorb and process information, making this an excellent day for examinations, interviews, or mastering new skills. Financial opportunities arise through networking and information exchange rather than direct monetary pursuits. Pay close attention to casual conversations that could yield valuable tips or connections. Your neighborhood and local community become unexpected sources of good fortune today, with chance encounters potentially leading to meaningful personal or professional relationships. Short-distance travel brings unexpected advantages, so consider taking different routes or exploring nearby locations you typically overlook. The digital realm also proves fortunate, with online activities yielding better than expected outcomes, whether in social media engagement, digital marketing efforts, or virtual collaboration. With Venus making a favorable aspect to your sign, your natural charm receives additional enhancement, making social interactions particularly rewarding. Group activities, team projects, and collaborative ventures receive cosmic blessing, especially those involving siblings, neighbors, or childhood acquaintances. Learning environments, both formal and informal, offer not just knowledge but valuable connections and opportunities. Libraries, bookstores, coffee shops, and educational institutions become potential hotspots for fortunate encounters. Your mental agility allows you to recognize and seize openings that others might miss, particularly in fast-moving situations requiring quick thinking and adaptability. Trust your intellectual instincts today. They're especially attuned to recognizing genuine opportunity. Communications technology specifically favors you, making this an ideal day for important calls, emails, or virtual presentations. The North Lunar Node's position enhances your ability to connect with precisely the right person at the right moment, creating seemingly coincidental meetings with significant future implications. Pay particular attention to any ideas or inspirations that arrive unexpectedly. They contain seeds of future success if cultivated properly. Overall, April 21st favors Gemini's inherent gifts: communication, mental flexibility, curiosity, and social adaptability, turning these natural traits into pathways toward tangible good fortune across multiple life domains. April 21, 2025 brings a fascinating social landscape for Gemini natives, as Mercury forms a sextile with Jupiter while simultaneously squaring Neptune. Your social connections today are colored by an unusual blend of clarity and confusion. With Mercury, your ruling planet, in Aries, your communication style is particularly direct and enthusiastic, making you the spark that ignites group conversations and gatherings. This placement empowers you to take social initiative in ways that might surprise even yourself. The Venus-Pluto trine active today deepens your social interactions beyond surface-level pleasantries. You may find yourself engaged in profound conversations about life, transformation, or shared passions. This aspect supports forming meaningful connections rather than merely expanding your social network numerically. Quality trumps quantity today, and a single conversation with substance could prove more valuable than a dozen casual exchanges. The moon in Libra, occupying your fifth house of pleasure and creativity, enhances your natural charm and draws others to your magnetic energy. This placement makes you especially appealing in social settings, with people gravitating toward your balanced perspective and diplomatic approach to group dynamics. Creative collaborations sparked today have exceptional potential for long-term development. Mars in your communication sector adds vigor to your social expressions, but requires careful management. While this provides you with impressive conversational stamina, allowing you to engage with multiple social circles throughout the day, it could also make you appear somewhat domineering, if not tempered with conscious awareness. Pay attention to whether you're allowing others sufficient space to express themselves. Your social antennae are particularly sensitive today, as Chiron forms an aspect with your ruling planet. Past social wounds or insecurities may subtly influence your interactions, perhaps manifesting as a tendency to overcompensate through humor or excessive talking. Recognizing these patterns allows you to transform potential vulnerability into authentic connection. When you share parts of your genuine self, including your uncertainties, you create space for others to do the same. Uranus in Gemini continues its long-term transit through your sign, bringing unexpected social developments and chance encounters. Today specifically, this energy manifests as surprising reconnections with people from your past. A seemingly random social media interaction or unexpected meeting could reignite an important connection that brings valuable perspective to your current life path. These reunions aren't merely nostalgic, they serve a specific purpose in your ongoing personal narrative. Your 11th house of friendships and community receives beneficial aspects today, highlighting group activities and collective endeavors. Any community projects, team efforts, or friend gatherings planned for today will benefit from your intellectual contributions and connective abilities. Your gift for bringing diverse people together shines especially bright, making you a natural community builder and social catalyst. Platonic relationships with air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and fire signs, Aries, Leo, flow with particular ease today. These connections activate your intellectual curiosity and enthusiasm, creating energizing exchanges that leave you feeling inspired rather than drained. Water signs, Cáncer, Scorpio, Pisces, may require more conscious effort to connect with today, as their emotional approach differs from your current analytical mindset. Digital communications receive a boost from today's planetary alignments. Virtual connections, online communities, and social media interactions prove surprisingly meaningful and substantive. Don't dismiss these connections as somehow less real than in-person interactions. Today, technology serves as an effective bridge rather than a barrier to authentic connection. Networking opportunities that arise today may initially appear social in nature, but carry professional potential. The distinction between personal and professional connections blurs in productive ways, allowing for multidimensional relationships that serve various aspects of your life simultaneously. A casual conversation could unexpectedly reveal shared professional interests or complementary skills worth developing together. Your natural Gemini adaptability allows you to navigate diverse social